I'm sorry, babe.
Yeah, I was up late.
Sorry.
I was up all night. Hi. Sorry we're late.
Hello, Obble Cakes.
You're the first. You are the first. And only at this point. Wow.
Hello, Obble Cakes.
Wow.
It may just be Kellie, Allen, and Obble Cakes. Yes.
Oh, there's Safe Beauty and Abraham Flores and Jana Blaylock.
Hello, Safe Beauty.
Scoggins and Christy Kincaid Norris. They're all filing in. Thankfully, I was very worried.
Hello, Abe. Hello, Yana. Heather.
I'm so tired. I feel like I'm looking through smoke. There's no smoke in the house, is there?
No. Hello, Christy Kincaid Norris. Kelly Franklin. Hello, Army 63.
I know you made sausages, so I thought maybe there was a film of smoke, but I think it's just my eyes are so tired.
Hello, Yenny Dunbar. Kathy. Vicky. Hello, ACNC12, Brooksio, Michelle Kirk.
Hey.
Hello, Sin Galvan from San Antone. Hello, Rosa Caceres. Holly, Jakob.
My wrist is not okay, Safe Beauty.
Hello, Laura Shelton. I was just having drinks with Laura Shelton about 2 hours ago. I don't know, 5, 10, I can't remember. Hello, Kaseya Griffin. Henrietta. All right, Henrietta Hens. Henrietta Hen. Hello, Paula. Hello, Lori. Hello, Terry Mabe. Hello, Susan. April. Hello, Jennifer Martinez. Tracy. Hello, Angie Reno, one of our administrators. Hello, Cindy Barker. Hello, Sarah.
Thank y'all for leaving The Bachelor for us. We had to leave The Bachelor for you guys. And I'm not going to be able to watch part 2 tonight. I'm just too tired. I'm going straight to bed after this.
I texted Sin, hello, hand.
Did you tell her the story?
No. I don't want that in writing. Hello, Sheila Redmond. Laura, it was all your fault.
What?
Oh, that we did freaking sake bombs.
Oh, you did a sake bomb?
I did 3 sake bombs.
You did 3?
Yes.
You don't seem drunk or buzzed or anything.
They weren't very strong.
Seriously, I didn't think you were.
Well, I could hold my liquor for one thing.
Apparently so.
Thank you. Hello, Raina Johnson. Hello, Kitten Tracks 1.
Well, why would you do 3 sake bombs on a Monday night?
You know, that was a good question. And I asked that question. I said, why are we here? I mean, it's 2:30 on a Monday. What are we doing?
And who were you with?
Well, I was with B.A. Jeff.
Bad influence Jeff. And now bad influence Laura.
No, she's not bad influence Laura. She's sweet, clean Laura.
Sweet and clean.
Oh, she's so sweet and clean. Hello, little Matt 928.
Did y'all miss me?
We did.
I was very busy.
But you had a gimp wrist.
Gimp wrist.
All right, guys.
Dive in. Because mommy's got to go to bed soon. Mommy's tired. Mommy did not sleep well last night and had a long day. Didn't mommy?
You did, man.
Did.
Well, be
ready? Test.
We're gonna
get test.
Hey, you know what? We need to do this too.
Oh, Alan, I knew you had.
No.
Is it way higher than us? Is it way? Is it a little lower than us? Da 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 da. That's where I'm gonna be right there. Is that too loud? Is that okay? We're gonna find out the hard way.
Oh, that's good.
Singing a song that's a little out of my key.
Okay, don't.
I'm telling you all before we hit the record button.
Philip?
You forgot? Just say Philip anything. Philip Ennis or whatever.
Philip A. Butt. Please pick up the red courtesy phone. Philip A. Butt.
It could be Philippa.
Phil a Butt. Please pick up the red courtesy phone. Phil a Butt. Please pick up the red courtesy phone.
It is what it is.
Phil a Butt.
Okay, just hit the record. Let's go.
This is going to be so wheels off.
It is. It's going to be completely wheels off. I'm just completely drained.
Oh.
I don't know if I should talk about my problem on the podcast.
Sure, talk about your problem.
I mean, why I woke up in the middle of the night. That problem. It's really intimate, but it's real.
It's up to you.
That's keeping it real, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, we
are family.
Yeah, we're always talking about butts anyway.
Speaking of butts. Oh, gosh. All right. Now y'all are all dying to know, aren't you?
Hello, Tanya Murphy. First time live. Okay.
Oh, Tanya, you're in for a treat.
Oh, Tanya. No. We're just the cherry. Oh. Tanya's podcast cherry is being burst.
Oh, gosh.
All right. Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right. Y'all ready? Okay. Here we go.
Welcome to another episode of the A Sandwich and Some Lovin' podcast. I'm Kellie Rasberry Evans. This is my husband and my co-host and my secret lover. Yeah.
That's what we are.
Alan Evans.
Hello, Alan. Hey, Trey in the house.
I'll be honest, going into this podcast, I am literally operating on fumes. I got little to no sleep last night. And Alan and I were discussing just before we hit the record button, should I tell why I didn't sleep well last night? I don't know. It's a very intimate issue, but maybe some people can relate to it. I've been pretty open and honest about almost everything else in my life, so why not?
I can relate to it. I know what you're going to talk about, and I too have had that affliction.
It's bad.
I have had that affliction, and I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
We're going to talk about that. I guess I have to now. I've set it up. And then if you listen to the last podcast, I don't know if you're listening in order, out of order, whatever. I don't even know what number podcasts we're on. But this one, what number is it, honey? Do you know? 200 and something?
I don't know.
Well, why are you saying, wow, you don't know either?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. It's 200.
It's 280 something, I think.
Okay. Well, this one's going to drop on Tuesday, January the 12th. We're recording it on January the 11th. As we do, Alan and I record the podcast on our A Sandwich and Some Lovin' A Sandwich and Some Lovin' YouTube channel, typically around 8 p.m. Central.
Between 8 and 8:30. Between 8 and 8:30 is a good time.
Monday and Wednesday nights. Mondays are hard because I'm trying to watch The Bachelor as much as possible. And, you know, we moved the podcast recording to Monday nights because Alan wanted to keep his Sunday nights free. And that really interferes with my Bachelor viewing. But, you know, I stopped down because I love you all more than The Bachelor. But what was I saying before that?
I don't know. If you want to catch us on the tube, we're here between 8 and 8:30.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
On Monday nights and Wednesday nights.
Approximately 8:15-ish Central.
But that does not mean you should not listen and download and subscribe. And
give it 5 stars. That's what everybody always says.
Yes, to A Sandwich and Some Lovin'.
Give us a good review.
But hey, if you want to do both, we're good with that.
Yeah, it might be interesting to go back and listen to it on the podcast since if you watch us record it, to see how it translates when you listen to it later, maybe.
Yeah, because if you're watching on YouTube, you see us making faces at one another, and Kellie, you can see as I turn away, Kellie flipping me off.
Yeah, do the eye daggers translate audibly? That would be interesting.
You know what? I don't think they do.
I don't think so either. I've listened back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've listened back too, and they don't.
When I'm like really mad at you and I know I'm talking to you through gritted teeth.
Which happens almost all the time.
And I go back and listen to the podcast. I'm like, wow, I didn't sound angry at all. So, but I was.
Which leads us into the content that we're going to cover today. We got a lot to cover, babe. We got
a payoff.
We got a good show.
We got a payoff from, that's what I was starting to say, from our last podcast. Yes. We're going through the adventure challenge for couples. It's a scratch off adventure book filled with 50 unique challenges for couples who want to put a little spark back into maybe their love life, maybe for newlyweds. It's a fun thing because the first year of marriage is kind of tough. So it gives you something to look forward to. If you do one a week, it's almost a year full of adventure, right?
Yeah, we'll review for those who may not remember, we'll review what we've done. And what we're doing on this podcast.
Yeah, the payoff is tonight.
The payoff is tonight.
Last podcast, the payoff is tonight.
We're bringing back one of our oldest bits that I think we did maybe in the teens episodes.
Yeah.
It's called Picking and Grinning.
Yeah, we didn't coin the phrase. I think that was hee-haw, but we stole it.
Okay.
And a lot of you have never seen hee-haw, so it doesn't matter. But I'm also going to talk a little bit more about my affliction because I have many. At least 2 right now.
Like shirts?
My affliction.
Oh.
My pain.
I thought you meant affliction shirts. Do you remember the affliction shirt?
I do.
No, I don't. I don't have affliction shirts.
You had.
I didn't have.
Never?
No, I've never owned an affliction.
You had something that resembled affliction.
Ed Hardy
and something else. True Religion. Didn't that resemble affliction?
Ad. Hashtag sponsor.
But you had it.
I mean, I did, but
shirt.
hashtag sponsor.
You loved that shirt.
Yeah. I don't think you particularly liked it. And
well, I liked the red one that you chose.
Really?
Anyway, we're getting way off course, and I'm the one who's tired.
Yeah, we're getting off course. But here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to do picking and grinning. We have this week one of your favorite segments. It's called Kellie Claps Back. And it was a good one this week.
Was it?
It was strong. It was strong.
It was a good one?
Yeah, it did what it usually does, and that's it
cuts you to the quick?
Cuts me to the quick, belittles, befuddles.
Was it is it
emasculates, defeats.
Makes you question why you married me.
It's kind of the one that I hear it and I just I have nothing to say and I just kind of shuffle away. I'm kind of like Toby. I'm kind of like Toby.
From The Office?
From The Office, yeah. That's how I feel after I hear a Kellie Claps Back.
Oh, I'm sorry, hon.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Makes for a good radio bit, right? Or a podcast bit.
So we'll talk about that. We're going to talk about Kellie's 2 afflictions we can add to her list.
My ever-growing list.
We're going to talk about happy hour that we both had tonight. That's probably why we're talking really loud.
Are we talking louder?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's because we were singing and I was trying to project for singing and I haven't dialed it back. I apologize.
And what else we got? Oh, and I've got an inspirational message.
Wow.
For real. I've got an inspirational message.
We're going to keep it under an hour?
I'll be here as long as the listener wants me here because I don't gyp the listener.
Well, I'll be here as long as I can still string sentences together because I am tired.
You're tired.
Y'all, I did not sleep hardly at all last night. And I have to get up early for work. Last night I told Alan before I went to bed, I'm so tired. Can you stand going to bed with stinky me? I just want to get up in the morning and take a shower. I don't care. I'll just get up early in the morning. But I was up all night. I had nightmare after nightmare, first of all. I rescued a woman. I remember one of them pretty vividly.
Yeah, what happened? You said you had a nightmare.
Nightmares all night. It was, I don't know who she was. You know how when it makes sense to you in the dream, but you don't know who these people are. But in this dream, I knew who this woman was. But in reality, I don't know who she was. I can't tell you, it was my friend Lisa or something.
Your friend Lisa? I
said, I can't say it was my friend Lisa or whoever. It was just somebody in my dream, but it was my friend.
So this is a made up name.
I just can't. No, I'm saying in my dream, she was my friend, but in real life, it was none of my friends. My dream didn't involve one of my real friends, but in the dream, this person I'm dreaming about in my dream, she was my friend.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I
think it makes sense to everybody, right?
Mowing what you're growing. Yeah.
You're not. You still don't.
No, I am.
Anyway, she's a
pretend friend.
She was basically being held hostage by a family. She was like, I guess like a personal slave.
Whoa.
That's the best word I can think of, where she was being held hostage and she could not leave. And they were using her and it was like a palatial mansion and it was so gorgeous. But when I got in there with her, she started letting me know how bad the conditions were. And I had to help break her out of there. That was like one of my nightmares, but I had many. So I don't know if I guess I'm just going to get this out of the way.
Just get it out of the way, babe.
And then
pull back the kimono. Pull it back. Pull it. We want to peek behind it.
For several years, and I don't know if I've talked about a lot on this podcast.
Oh.
I've talked about my itchy scalp, and a lot of you are like, oh my gosh, Kellie, I have the same thing. I don't know if everybody's going to jump up and down and say, Kellie, I feel you on this one.
We listed 15 of your afflictions.
But everybody can agree.
About 5 podcasts ago.
Well, this is a new one it's not new. It's been, I wouldn't call it chronic because it's not every night, but about once every, 3 months?
It's regular, but it's not frequent. Yeah.
Once every 2 or 3 months, I'll be dead asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, and what am I doing? Not funny.
And what am I doing?
It's going to sound funny.
It's a little funny, but what am I doing?
You're sleeping.
Okay.
And you don't snore as loud as you used to. Thanks to that, you've done all these operations and pillows and mouthpieces. You're doing pretty good.
Well, I'm also 30 pounds lighter than I used to be.
That too. Yeah. Every once in a while I have to nudge you and say roll over.
30 and a half.
Last night you weren't when I woke up.
Yeah.
I get the most sharp pain in my butthole.
Anus.
In my anus. It is so bad. It wakes me up from a sleep.
Anal cramping.
It's like you never have like when your big toe, if you ever had that cramp where your big toe bends down and it's like, it wakes you up and you're like, ow, ow, ow. So it's not like a knife stabbing pain. It's more like that kind of cramp where it's just like a cramp and it's just like, And I lay there and I try to do Lamaze breathing. I try to deep breathe. And I know everybody's probably like, oh my God, I can't believe you're telling this.
I've had a cramp where it feels like my big toe is in my anus.
But it hurts so bad. And I try to deep breathe, and I've tried to wait it out before, and it's just horrible. And the only relief I get is if I get up and go sit on the toilet.
Relief.
But I don't have to go to the bathroom. I just have to sit there, and it usually lasts about 10 minutes. And it's very disruptive to your sleep. Mm-hmm. On top of that, I was having nightmare after nightmare last night. I don't know what. We went for pho, and it was spicy pho.
Well, yeah.
It was really spicy, so maybe that's why.
I mean, you might as well have eaten liquid Drano. I mean,
but no, I didn't have,
what was that you ate?
Go to the bathroom. I didn't have to go to the bathroom. I just had that stabbing.
So you were just getting cramps.
Yeah, but I get it about once every 3 months.
Maybe your body thought it needed to.
No, it's not like that. It's not that feeling, but it's horrible. And I've looked it up on the internet, and there's a term for it.
I think you need to go to a butt doctor.
No, because it's not frequent enough. I don't think that it warrants that. But it's like once every 3 months,
babe,
and it only happens at night when I'm dead asleep. So there's that. So that's why I'm really like just crawling.
So horrible anal cramping.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
And I don't know what to do about it, but I Googled it. It has a name for it. And I hate for somebody to go through my search history and see those. But, sometimes you got to find out what's going on with you. So that's been happening to me for years before I met you.
I know we're kind of poking.
I know. I'm trying to be adult about
because it has to do with your rear end, butt, which I always think is funny. But I have actually, no joke,
it hurts.
I have had the same thing, and it's a horrible feeling. Yeah, you just sit there and you're like, is this ever going to go away?
Yeah.
And you're not going to the bathroom.
No.
You're just sitting there.
And it hurts.
Yeah. It feels like your insides are all twisted up.
No, not for me.
Well,
just
like your asshole.
Yeah, just that.
Yeah.
That's not the insides, that's the outsides for me.
Well, last time I checked, your rectum was inside.
Well, it's not all up. Anyway, we're getting too technical. We probably do have the same affliction, though, honey.
Well, I hope not. I don't have it as often as you.
Yeah, it's bad. So maybe I'll go to the doctor for that. On top of everything else going on with me, if you're watching on our Sandwiches and Lovin podcast, after I've just told that humiliating story, my wrist. So, I've had this wrist pain I've lived with for a year until the other day. I was trying to climb up on the bed, lost my balance. My wrist didn't support me. I collapsed. So I went to the doctor. I have paid who knows how much money. I don't even want to look at the receipts at this point. I've had an x-ray. I've had an MRI. I've had a blood test to check for rheumatoid arthritis. I've taken arthritis medicine. I've worn the splint, which I lost, but I found it. I thought the dog had taken it and destroyed it, but I found it. It was tucked away somewhere. I accidentally dropped it. But I finally went back today and I was like, now what? It still hurts. It feels exactly the same way it did before I came to see you several months ago. So he gave me a shot in my wrist, which didn't feel great. And it had some numbing agent in it. And he said, now you're going to feel, it's going to hurt probably later. So he wrote me a prescription for some codeine Tylenol blend or something. I go to the pharmacy to get it filled. And they said, oh, new Texas laws, we can't take prescriptions on paper anymore. I guess they've had too many people forging them.
Probably, yeah.
So it's 5:00. Well, guess who closed? My doctor's office closed. So I couldn't get the prescription. So now I'm just loaded up on a leave right now. I might take a Tylenol, Advil combo before I go to bed.
Yeah, Tylenol, ibuprofen cocktail.
So that's what's going on with that. And he said, I'm going to have to wear the splint for 3 weeks now and then take it off for 1 week. And he said, before you come back in to see me, I want you to put pressure on it, get up off the floor, whatever you have to do and try it. And then if it still hurts, your options are surgery or live with it.
I don't like either one of those.
We're going to live with
it.
it.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to live with it.
Okay. Well, why don't we do a little bit of that and then we'll do a little bit more of this.
I need to take care of myself better. This is obvious. Self-care routines, very important. We need to, take some time, draw a bubble bath, pour a glass of wine, shave your legs every once in a while. I know we're not going out in public as much as you used to, but when you shave, you want a really good shave. Now, I used to think I had to use a man's razor to get a close enough shave. Well, that's because when I first started shaving many, many years ago, there was no such thing as Billy razor, but now there is. Meet Billy with an IE because it's for girls. Girls are IEs and boys are Ys, honey.
Not always, but
Billy is the best razor out there for those days when you want an extra smooth shave, no pink tax, no visit to the drugstore, no break in the bank either. You can go to mybilly.com to get their starter kit. It's only $9, so it's super affordable because you know how razors are so expensive? This is $9 for the starter kit. It includes their award-winning razor, 2 refill blades, and the cult favorite magnetic holder because there's nothing worse than dropping it and fishing around for it in the bathtub. It's right there, easy to get to. Again, I thought you had to have a man's razor to get the closest shave possible. And I'm a convert. And I'm glad that I was able to share that with my daughter too. She never has to use anything else. My daughter has her own Billy razor now too. So if you want to meet the razor that made everyone start talking about razors, they're an Allure Best of Beauty winner. And we know we love that. And they're on Nylon's beauty hit list for a reason. That's mybilly.com.
And to express a little love for our show, go to mybilly.com/lovin. It's a small way you can support us while getting the best razor you will ever own. It's just $9 to get your starter kit plus free shipping always. Babe, all they have to do is go to mybilly.com/lovin, spelled mybillie.com/lovin. We love Billy.
Is that their new tagline?
We
love Billy.
I love Billy. So we have a large technological flat screen here in front of us where we can receive messages from our live studio audience.
Yeah.
And we have a funny gal. We have a funny gal in the audience.
She has something funny to say about
she
my
has
butt.
something funny to say.
About
she has
my
something
butt.
Well, kind of. She has something funny to say. She's funny. She thinks she's funny, like a clown, maybe. Funny, haha.
Who?
Our friend, one of our very good customers, Amy Wilkerson.
Yes.
She wants to know if your butt pain is caused by me.
No.
Would you like to answer?
Not in the way you are insinuating it is not.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to clarify that.
Because as I said earlier, I've had it for years, since before I knew you.
Oh, so you had a pain in your ass before you met me.
Long before I met you, honey.
Okay. All right. Happy hour tonight. I haven't given you the whole story.
Give it to me.
Do you want to hear the whole story?
Yeah, I didn't know there was a story.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure.
I just thought you just met
There's
a couple
always
friends.
a story.
I was invited. I want everyone to know,
Yes.
but I was at the doctor getting a shot in my wrist. This was a very impromptu gathering, from what I understand.
It was very impromptu because I'm back at the gym now. Finally, I'm going back to the HIIT gym. So I did that this morning. After I did the work I needed to do this morning, I went to the gym. And then I went to Nordstrom Rack.
We love.
I had to burn off a little time because we had some workers and things in the house today. So I couldn't really come home.
A lot of toilet issues.
Oh, God.
Alan
Yes.
is very handy. He really is.
Yeah.
And he tried to do it on his own, but he finally is like, I throw up my hands.
Well, I rolled
Call
on
a professional.
I rolled on over to Homie D's and I bought this freaking Corky universal toilet fix any toilet kit. And
Not our toilet.
And then we got a toilet upstairs that wasn't working. So I take the dang toilet apart. It's in the freaking bathtub. And then I try to put this universal Corky piece in it. It will fit.
Oh, well, you tried.
That's
and
my problem. You got anal cramps. I got that problem.
Yeah, you had a destroy. But you know what? You do so much around the house. When you call a professional every once in a while, I am not mad about it.
Okay, so anyway, I went to Nordstrom Rack, wasted a little time. Then I went over to Homie D's. So by this time, it's about 2:00 in the afternoon. So I'm in Homie D's and I'm looking for some lighting for the boys' room because it's dark in their room. We're doing some renovating around the house.
It is the darkest room. It's this, I don't know. Y'all don't need to hear all that. It's just very dark. It needs more lighting.
Yeah.
Leave it at that.
Yeah. Dark room. So I'm buying some lighting because we have an electrician coming in a few days to put this lighting up. And then I hear my phone buzz.
It wasn't going, ah!
Oh, if it was on the, no, it wasn't. Or it'd be going, blah! But no, it was going. Now look, Jeff. My man.
Jeff.
All it said was my man. So I text him back, my brother. And he texts back, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm at Homie D's." He said, "Come to the Kona Grill. I'm here with a friend. We're having drinks."
At 2:00 in the afternoon.
I'm like, "Dude, it's 2:00. He said, "Their happy hour starts at 2:00.
Whose happy hour starts at 2?
He said, "Come on over." I said, "I'm in gym clothes." He said, "I'm sitting here with Laura. She's in a bra and panties." I said, "I will be there in 5 minutes."
Did he really say that?
Yes, he said that.
Obviously she wasn't.
No, she wasn't.
Okay.
No, she wasn't.
Clear that up.
She wasn't in a public place with bra and panties.
We just cleared that up.
Okay, so I get my lights. I roll on over somewhat reluctantly to Kona Grill. And there they are. They're posted up like two fat men at a Hot Wings convention. Just posted up.
Laura, you're not fat.
No, Laura's not.
Nor is Jeff.
But they were posted up like that.
Okay.
So then I roll on over there and I do the, "Hey guys, I was going to go home, walk the dogs, have some water, but I'll just have one. I'm just going to have one." So Jeff shows me the happy hour menu. I order my one, have my one. Then I have my two. Then I have my three. And then Jeff says, "Hey, you guys want to do some sake bombs?" I'm like,
"What the hell's going on?"
I'm like, "Dude, I don't like sake. I don't want to do a sake bomb."
What were you drinking the 3 beverages?
Old fashioned. Okay. Next thing I know, there's a Kirin. Is that a
Kirin beer? I think
there's a Kirin beer in front of me, and it's like a freaking 22-ounce beer, and there's a sake shot. So you pour. I don't know this. A lot of you probably know what this is. Bomb. You pour the Kirin in a glass. And then you drop, it's like an Irish car bomb. You drop the sake shot, which is warm in the cold beer, and then
it foams up.
Yeah, and then you shoot it. It was actually,
I would throw up.
It was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had one. I'm like, "Yeah, man, that's pretty good." Well, then 3 of those later, Alan, I'm like, "Guys, I gotta go.
Why don't you seem drunk?"
You tell me.
Are you?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your eyes are a little red. Alan just passed out. Yeah. No, you seem fine, honestly.
I'm fine. But that was my happy hour.
That's bad if you had that much to drink and you're fine.
But Jeff
got issues.
But Jeff had coupons. So I was nuts.
So coupons on top of happy hour prices.
On top of happy hour, that's the way to go. That is the way to go.
All right.
Yes. So we had a very nice
rolling hard on a Monday.
We had a very nice discussion. We talked about a lot of current events and adult issues, and there wasn't any buffoonery.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Did you miss me?
I did. And Kellie was invited. I texted her right when I got there and I said, "I'm here with Laura and Jeff and you should come on over." And this was about the time Kellie was going and getting that injection in her wrist. Mm-hmm. So you decided to pass.
Yeah. I figured I probably should take care of that first. Okay, well. Not that I wouldn't love just getting S-faced on a Monday afternoon.
Yeah, I'm like, "God, what are you guys doing? It's like Monday."
But then, I know.
But then there I was.
There you were.
But if they hadn't called me, I would have gone from Homie D's and I would have gone home. I'd have had my water. I'd have walked the dogs. And then that would have been it.
It's okay every once in a while. So I don't make a habit of it.
No, I don't make a habit of it. But I don't know. I was doing pretty good today until then.
Well, it's okay. Just get back on the horse tomorrow. You've been doing very well.
Thank you, Beth.
Better than I have.
Why do you say that?
I don't even make it on top of the horse at all. I try.
What do? You get your foot in the stirrup and then just fall down?
And the horse starts walking off and dragging me behind it.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
That Corin 10 became the Corin 20. And, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's one of those things.
Well, it's been tough. I've gone to the gym I've gone 3 times in the last, 5 days or something. And it's tough. But I can feel it getting a little easier. But yeah, it is tough.
See, now I've got my wrist injury. Can I go? Can I work out with you with a wrist injury?
That's going to be tough.
Yeah, maybe I'll wait until I've got a month's reprieve.
Yeah, because when you do that HIIT training, you do a lot of treadmill, but then you do the floor stuff. There's push-ups, there's weightlifting, there's.
What I've tried to do is whenever I get a cup of coffee in the morning, and I get at least 2, sometimes 3, is I try to plank for 60 seconds. And then I build up, and I got up to about 2.5 minutes before the holidays. And then now I'm starting back over from scratch. But 2.5 minute planking is hard.
That is hard.
I got up to 2.5 minutes getting coffee in the morning.
That is hard to do.
So I'm trying.
Hey, what you think about, let's hear your comments on the snow.
Well, in Texas, we don't get, in certain parts of Texas, like Alan went to college in Lubbock, and they get snow all the time. That's not a big deal.
That's in West Texas.
That's in West Texas.
High Plains, Llano Estacado.
But we're in East Texas.
God's country.
Northeast Texas, really, right?
Well, we're in like North Central Texas.
North Central?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not in the piney woods.
We don't get a lot of snow here. So when it happens, everybody totally freaks out.
Oh, gosh.
And we knew it was coming, but we also know the temperature wasn't going to get below freezing, so it wasn't going to stick. But man, Alan was pretty funny, though. He was watching all the social media, and he was doing dances out in the yard.
It's like,
if you saw his social media, it was pretty funny.
It's like everybody was freaking Sven, and what was the name of the
Anna and Elsa.
Sven, and what was the donkey or the reindeer or whatever? Was
Olaf.
that Sven? Olaf was the snowman.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone was acting like they were in Frozen.
I tried to get the dogs. I thought maybe the dogs would like it. They could not have cared less. There just wasn't enough falling at our house to even make a difference. But like other people I work with, they were taking pictures in the snow. Yes. I mean, they're saving those for their next year's Christmas card photos.
Everyone was wearing parkas and
it was cold.
Trying to make snowballs.
Why are you judging everybody, Alan?
You're just
so judgy.
I'm not.
Let people enjoy the snow. It was beautiful.
It's precipitation.
It is, but we don't
falling
get it
from the sky.
We don't get it that often, so it's special.
It's special.
It is special.
Tell the people in Buffalo, New York, it's special.
Not special to them. It's special to us because we don't ever get it.
I guess you're right, because the people in Buffalo, New York, they're like, when it's summer and the sun's out, they're like, yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah.
It's like, dude. I mean, yeah.
Well,
I wish it was cooler down here. I'm not cranky.
You were judging everybody that loved the snow.
I'm not judging everybody.
Yes, you were.
Well, maybe I was
10 seconds ago.
Yeah, maybe I was.
Flipped on it.
Yeah, maybe I was.
But anyway, yeah, it didn't stick. I wish it. I like that kind of snow, but I wish it would have fallen more so we could have actually taken some cute pictures. But instead, I was upstairs, braless, my hair in a top knot, trying to paint a bookcase.
Yeah.
Which now I'm wishing.
How's that going?
Well, I just now wish we just went and bought a new bookcase. It's not fun.
Do you see how easy?
It's not fun.
Can I get some glory?
I give you glory.
No,
I
want glory when I finish.
I know it's
the
a lot
vanity
of work.
In here.
Thank you, honey. It's a lot of work, and I do praise you. Don't act like I don't.
I want some glory.
You get glory. I tell you all the time how handy you are, and I post pictures on Instagram. What else you want? Oh my gosh! But I tell you, you watch these home improvement shows, and in a 30-minute show, they redo they have all these. Oh, we're going to show you this fun project you can do. You can turn this into that and that and the other. I just want to paint a bookshelf. It's a pain in the ass.
It really is.
It's worse than what kept me up last night.
I almost wanted to
sand the thing. Half of it's not, it's like cheap wood, and half of it's kind of okay wood. And then you got to wipe it off with a wet rag, and then you got to wipe it off with alcohol, and then you got to paint it, and you got to paint it like 3 or 4 coats. It's a pain.
Wouldn't you rather have just
bought a different book? I wish I just bought a bookshelf now.
Thrown that crap in the dumpster
and
rolled on over to IKEA and spent $49.99.
Yes, I wish I had.
Because check this out. I've got $10.
Oh my gosh.
Check this out. I've got $10 in the paint. I've got probably another $6 to $10 in the rollers. I've got drop cloths. I've got your time.
What about the pride of a job well done?
Yeah,
Screw that.
When it's something that inexpensive, though, sometimes you're almost better off just buying a new one.
I know. So you're saying I should just throw it out and buy a new one?
Well, that's why I pawned that job off to you. I'm like, I ain't spending my time doing that. If you want to do it, knock yourself out.
Honey, I thought I was doing a good thing.
No, you were.
Doing a home improvement
project. You were.
I hate it.
Well.
See, you always want me to get a hobby, and then you refinishing furniture might be my new hobby, except I hate it.
Well, then
it's so boring.
I know. But everything
paint gets everywhere.
I know, but everything I've ever given you, you've said that.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not good at anything.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but like the watercolor set, man. Yeah.
I know. I need to paint.
Yeah. I think you'd be good because you're very artistic.
Thank you, honey.
You're very creative.
As evidenced by my bitching about painting
bemoaning
black bookshelf. I might go online and look up how much a black IKEA bookshelf is and might
$49.99.
Is it going to last?
It's just sitting there in the corner holding books. I mean, what does it need?
Would that be the worst thing ever if I just throw the thing out at this point?
Well,
because I can't even donate it at this point. It's half black.
Because we're gonna
such a mess.
We'll have to eat the paint and the rollers you've already used.
Sorry, honey.
And the liners. I mean,
you know what? You're just not going to be able to go to happy hour next Monday,
right?
To pay for it.
Yeah, good call. We'd eat about $15. We've got $15,
and I wasted a whole day.
Well,
on it, but that's okay. 2 days
and your time.
Yeah, I'm okay. I hate it.
So you just want to buy one?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, that's fine. Fine by me. Who's going to carry it down the stairs and take it to the dump?
Me.
Okay. You going to put that in your car? Or?
I'll put it in your truck and borrow your truck.
Okay, you're going to borrow my truck. Okay. All right. Well, we figured that out.
With my bad wrist, I'm going to go take it to the dump.
Oh, no. I'll do it for you.
Thank you, honey. Thank you.
I'll do it for you.
All right. My husband's going to do that for me, and I'm going to do something for you. Okay. I'm not wearing my new Sweaty Betty pants tonight because I wore them so much. I finally had to take them off and put them in the laundry. I've told you about the Sweaty Betty leggings with the little butt booster that gives you like a little oomph in the rear end. People are asking me, which ones you get? I was like, go get the butt lifting ones. They're also cute. But Sweaty Betty now has Gary pants, and they're going to be your new favorite everyday pants. Keep you cool, casual, totally on trend. They're made from a super soft, lightweight fabric, and they allow you just to breeze through your day. I've worn them running errands. I've worn them lounging at home. I've worn them to bed. I've worn them walking the dog. I love these Gary pants. I love it's like the jogger style where it's got a really comfortable waistband. It's got a great fit. It looks good. They look good on me. I literally took them out of the package and I wore them, I think, a solid week straight. And so I'm like, I got to wash these eventually. I know. But they are really iconic. And I think we're all learning how to be more comfortable at home, but we want something that looks cute, that's stylish, that we feel good in. Sweaty Betty's Gary pants, they have been called next level lounging with their perfect shape, cozy fit without any of the bulk. And we found out the hard way. You buy these other loungewear pants, you get them home, they look like you're wearing balloons. You get your size and they're like, what am I wearing? Clown pants? No. The Gary pants by Sweaty Betty. I love them. Alan, you like them on me, don't you?
Love them.
Very cute. And because we want you to feel that same level of comfort and comfiness, we got a special offer for you.
Yeah, we do. And because you deserve to look amazing before, during, and after your workout, go to sweatybetty.com/lovin and use our code LOVIN at checkout to get 20% off your purchase. This is the best offer Sweaty Betty has available anywhere, and it's spelled sweatybetty.com/lovin, LOVIN. Use our code LOVIN at checkout. Once again, that's sweatybetty.com/lovin, promo code LOVIN.
All right. Go get them, girls.
All right, babe.
All right, we're going to pay off our bit. What are we doing?
No, we're saving that to the end.
Okay.
We've got your favorite segment.
It's not my favorite.
It's called Kellie Claps Back.
Not my favorite. I always feel like I have to defend myself on it.
And this has been a very popular segment. And this is typically what happens here, guys, on this podcast, on the social medias, is I will hear or read something that goes something like this. Alan, you need to be nicer to her. I've been listening to Kellie since 1423, and I can't believe she ended up with a guy like you. You need to be nicer to her? You harm a hair on her head, I'm coming after you. Okay? And I'm like, okay, thank you very much for your concern. I very, very much appreciate it.
And I want to thank you too.
Yes.
For looking out for me.
I very, very much appreciate your concern.
I do too.
But if you heard the way Kellie talks to me in this house, you would be horrified. You would be mortified. And therein,
you might stop listening to the podcast altogether because it's just all a lie.
Yes. And therein lies the birth of the segment we call Kellie Claps Back. This week, let me paint a visual picture. I am sitting in the dining room, maybe called the breakfast nook.
Oh, the kitchen table?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that a breakfast nook?
Yeah, because the dining room is separate.
Okay, so the kitchen table.
The kitchen table, yeah.
Our informal area where we eat. Yes. Are you lurching?
I just had a little burp.
Okay.
Thanks for calling attention to it.
So I'm sitting there with Cole, my son, my almost 13-year-old, and we're sitting there. We're having a little chick fillet. It's a night where we got somebody at soccer practice. We got somebody here. We got somebody there. And Cole and I are having a little chick fillet there at the dinner table. And you were not around. You were somewhere. I don't know where you were. You were not here.
I don't know.
Yeah, you weren't here. I don't know where you were.
I don't know where this clapback's coming from,
okay.
So I don't know.
Well, I'm going to explain it. Cole and I are sitting there having chick fillet. And all of a sudden, he said, "Daddy, can I be excused?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, sure, bud." He runs into the bathroom, which is about 5 paces from the dining room or the kitchen area. He doesn't even have time to close the door. And he cuts this gigantic.
Don't say it. Toot.
This gigantic rattler.
Okay.
It's like a rattler. It's like.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But at least he had the wherewithal and the control to get up, excuse himself, and run to the bathroom.
Right. He had the wherewithal and control. And, the reason I'm telling this, not to embarrass him, but he had the wherewithal and the manners to excuse himself from the dinner table, go to the bathroom, do his business, and then come back to the table. Now, he was giggling the whole time.
Right, it was loud.
Because it was loud.
I mean, wasn't here, but I heard about it.
It sounded like, think of a big zipper, like unzipping a zipper, or ripping like a bed sheet in half.
Oh my.
Yeah, it was just,
wow.
Right. So we had a kind of a good laugh about that. So a day or two later, I'm telling Kellie the exact story I just told you. So Alan just told.
What could I have possibly said that was a clapback?
Alan just told that same story to Kellie.
I don't even know.
Kellie. So my last line would be, yeah, and he went to the bathroom and then came back to the table. Kellie. Wow. His own father doesn't even do that. Alan. Wow. That's a clapback. Kellie. Well, you just lean over and do it. Yeah, that's what you said.
That was just conversation. Is that a clapback?
Alan, that's not true. Shuffles away exasperated.
That's not a clapback.
To say that his own father doesn't even do that?
Yeah, it's like what good manners he has.
I'm supposed to be teaching.
It from you. He hasn't learned to do that from you. You never get up and leave the room.
Just keep going. Keep going.
That's not a clapback.
2, 3, 4 in a row.
But that's not a clapback. That's just the truth. You don't ever get up and leave the room. In fact, you fuss at me like it's my fault when I get into bed and waft the covers because my timing is bad. When I'm coming to bed, my timing is bad.
Oh, Kellie, her timing is.
See? It's my fault.
It's freaking uncanny, guys. Sometimes she'll be in there and I can hear her snoring. She's like.
But it's like a purr. It's not bad.
Right. And then I'll slowly get into bed, just quietly pull the comforter up and just.
So why do you wait to get in bed to do it?
And then I'm just laying there and then I'm just like
why
that.
Would you wait to do it when you get in bed? Like before you get in bed.
All of a sudden, Kellie's like, well, and then she's just rolling around and just, let me adjust the sheets and she's wafting the covers like up and down. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Getting comfortable. But I'm asleep, so how am I supposed to know?
Okay, well, anyway.
I don't think that counts as a clapback.
That is Kellie's clapback.
I don't think that counts as one.
For this week.
I can do better.
If you have...
I promise I'll try to do better.
If you disagree or agree, please email me at podcast@kellieandalan.com. You can tell me...
I can do way better.
You can tell me how much nicer I should be to Kellie and how you've been listening since 1351, and there you go.
I'm going to try harder to clap back harder this
week.
week.
You too may be featured on the podcast.
All right. We'll get to that.
Okay.
Get to that next time.
All right, Matt. What's got anything?
Well, you said you have inspiration. I thought we were going to sing the song, but you said you're waiting, so I'm following your lead.
Why don't we do this?
Here's what
we're going to do. I have a little inspirational post to read. And then why don't we do a little something, and then we'll bring it home for Jerome.
Okay.
How's that?
Perfect.
Good? Okay.
Did we give you glory for coming up with that plan?
I always like it when you give me the glory.
That is the
give
best
me the
plan
glory
I've ever heard.
You should give me the glory.
I am praising you for that brilliant plan.
All right. I follow this fella named Darren Woodson on the social medias.
Oh, he's so cute.
I
don't follow him.
I agree.
He's a very handsome man, a former cowboy.
So Darren Woodson,
former Dallas Cowboy.
If you're unfamiliar, Darren Woodson was a defensive back, safety. He played safety for the Dallas Cowboys when they were really good.
Oh, can you remember when that was?
That was in the early 90s.
Oof.
So he won 3 Super Bowl rings with the Dallas. Darren Woodson is probably one of my top 5 Cowboys. Here they
probably
are.
One of the most handsome football players in history as well.
Roger
Staubach.
Is there another Roger?
I don't know.
Roger, Darren Woodson, Larry Allen, probably Troy, and then
you got to say Emmett, and how can you not say Michael?
Yeah, then I'd say.
And then how can you not say Daryl Johnston?
Then I'd say Emmett, Michael, and Daryl are all in there at number 5.
How about Randy White?
Manster, yeah, man, he's good.
See, there's so many.
There's a lot of them, but
how about the right there, Tony Dorsett?
Yeah. Well, my point is, Darren Woodson is one of my all-time favorite Cowboys. Not only because he was a great player, but he's just a good dude.
So handsome.
I like good dudes, and Darren Woodson's a great one. Jason Witten, the Cowboys.
He never had any scandal, did he?
No,
Darren never had any scandal.
Cowboys have had their fair. What am I trying to say?
Had their fair share of
scandals. But there have been some Cowboys or guys that I'd tell my boys, that is a guy that you could call him a role model. Mm-hmm. Roger, Darren Woodson, Troy, those kind of guys. So I really like Darren Woodson. That's my point. So I follow Darren Woodson, and he posted something today, and I read it, and I'm like, wow, that is really observant
and helpful.
And I thought I would read it to you because I don't, maybe you do or don't follow Darren Woodson. So I shared it on my social media.
And I copied your post, your share. I reshared it.
You did. So here's what Darren said. This is published by Darren Woodson today. He said, "What are you paying attention to?" He says, "Turn on the news, and what do you see? I see chaos, violence, hatred. Go to your office or to the store, and what do you see? I see teamwork, understanding, civility. It's easy to project what you see on TV or the internet and think the world is falling apart. But I bet if you really pay attention, 95% of your daily interactions with people in real life are good ones. Don't let someone else tell you about reality. You know what's true. What's true is most of us want and are working for the same thing. Have a great Monday."
I thought that was really helpful.
I thought that was a great post.
Man, you watch the news now, it's like, come on, Lord, come on back. It's time. Signs of the times are everywhere. Rapture, it's here. Because, things look really bad. And then, but then when you go into neighborhoods and stuff and everybody, they're not fighting and carrying on and screaming at each other. And, I thought that was really insightful. I like that.
It was, and not to get too much of the detail, but I had somebody DM me today and say something like, "Well, that just sounds like you're putting your head in the sand, like you're not really paying attention to the problems that are going on." And I said, you know what? I can't speak for Darren, but it's my opinion that what he was trying to say is, yes, there's a lot of bad stuff going on, but you can choose to be affected by it or not.
And they're also only highlighting the bad on the news. They're not highlighting people just getting along in communities. It's always the bad stuff.
Right. And he has chosen to look at the 95% that's positive.
Yeah.
So it was a positive post.
Yeah.
And he's trying to say, look, there's a lot of great things going on too. But as I tried to tell this person that DM'd me, you also realize that media makes money on clicks and visits and views, and the way they get those things is
get you riled up,
get you angry through sensationalism, through a lot. Sometimes it's not even true. A lot of the stuff.
I'm telling you, I know. We don't want to be ignorant as to what's going on, but there is so much truth in ignorance is bliss. When you hear that statement, that's really true. But man, my head doesn't hurt as much. My heart doesn't hurt as much as when I just don't watch it every night. We were like, before the elections, we were watching it too much.
Yeah.
It was 24/7. It just got like, I never felt good. But then after the elections and things kind of calmed down, I still kind of keep one eye on the news, but not as much.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just happier for it.
And like we've always said, we've said this on the podcast too. It's okay to be, it's okay to be concerned about what's happening. And this doesn't just have to do with the COVID, anything bad that's going on. It's okay to be concerned about it. But when you let it consume your life,
and
you let it
affects your joy and your quality of life.
Exactly. You let it affect your joy. You feel that hatred or that bad feeling in your chest. You're letting it get to you like that. That's not good.
It's not good, and it affects your health. That's probably why my butt hurt last night.
There you go.
I watched the news.
The news has been a pain in your ass.
Literally. No, it really has helped. And Alan and I don't know. This year, I made it one of my goals to read the Bible cover to cover, but I'm reading it in chronological order, which I think is really helpful. And so many people have recommended there's a Bible written in chronological order. They put it in order. I'm doing the Bible recap app, which, tells me my passages to read for that day. And, sometimes I'll read a passage and I'll have to read it 4 or 5 times. I'm like, I'm not really getting this. It's kind of like going over my head. And then I listen to the recap, and Tara Lee Cobble, I believe is her name. She kind of breaks it down and lets me know, oh, okay, that's what I read. That makes sense, when she kind of breaks it down further for me. So we've been doing that. And then watching the, what was that? The Chosen, the app, the TV show on the app.
Mm-hmm.
It's just really, it's given me so much more peace about what's going on. I'm trying to reconnect with what's good and what's, my foundation, my faith. I'm trying to lean more into that. And I know things are bad, but I put my faith, I'm so glad I have that foundation. I don't know what people who don't have a religious foundation do when what do you put your faith in? So I'm just trusting that God's got this. And it doesn't mean I'm not going to be worried and scared sometimes, but ultimately God's got this. And so if you're looking for, a way to feel better about things, try putting your nose in the Bible again and checking out the Chosen app, because we really enjoyed that.
Yeah. I'm about to post a review on what what Kellie and I thought about the Chosen on my Instagram, and you'll hear it here first. So, in a nutshell, we were just blown away. Blown away. Good. It was so well done.
It humanized everybody in the Bible, because, whenever you watch movies that are made about the Bible, it's always Charlton Heston, and they're very serious. Everybody's so serious. I don't know what Charlton Heston sounds like, but I'm just saying everybody's so serious, and they're talking in the King James version of the, Bible. But, it's like, these were, the disciples and stuff were fishermen. They were like joking and laughing and carrying around and poking fun of each other. And they were humans, they were real people. And Jesus is like a real, like someone said that whenever I read the Bible, it was always so black and white. And now watching The Chosen, now it's in color. And it's really true. It humanizes them. And I sat there, I would start laughing out loud because it was just giving me joy to watch it. And I'd start crying. And it was just so good. I liked it so much. I'm going to get Jerry Rasberry to watch it.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. So yeah, you can search for.
And I'm not getting paid to tell you that either. I really liked it.
No, and you can search for The Chosen, where you download apps, and then you can get it on your phone. Then you can stream it to your TV, watch it on your phone, watch it on your tablet. But it's funded through donations, and you don't have to make a donation.
Yeah, it was crowdfunded.
It's crowdfunded. Yeah, so we made a donation. I'm not saying that to get credit or anything. I'm just saying
we did the minimum.
Yeah, we enjoyed it, so we wanted to
pay it forward a little bit.
Yeah, pay it forward a little bit.
Hey, and they're filming, I think, the new season. Because I started following them on Instagram, and they're hoping to get some new episodes out by Easter, because they just kind of left us hanging with the woman at the well. It's like it was very open ended. It wasn't like a big cliffhanger or anything, because it's the Bible. We kind of know how it all goes. It wasn't a cliffhanger.
Well, it leaves me wanting to know more.
Yeah, I want more to come. But I think they're filming it like around our area.
They are, babe.
Do you think I could pass for a biblical figure and get like maybe a part as an extra? Maybe one of the harlots or something. Because come on, redhead.
Not a lot of people with that color hair.
You don't know. They might come across some land with fair skinned people in the Bible. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. But anyway, really good. Yeah, they're filming it in some of it in Weatherford.
Yeah, now my dream is to be in a Hallmark Christmas movie and in The Chosen.
Wow.
Those are my two dreams. I probably have a better chance of being in the Hallmark Christmas movie. We'll see.
Now, the kid could be in The Chosen.
Yeah, you could. Absolutely.
And I have actor experience.
Could you talk in the accent they use?
What is that?
I don't know.
What was that?
The accent they use.
I don't know what accent that is.
Well, what accent do they use? Can you do it?
I don't know.
They all talk with an accent, except for the Romans. The Romans talk like
the Romans
like us.
talk
They're
like they're
hey,
what's up? They talk like they're from Texas.
Hey, Matthew, get over here. Yeah. Get back in your cage.
They kind of do.
They talk in American accent. It's funny.
Right.
I
can do Austrian.
So one of my resolutions has been, like I told you, to read the Bible cover to cover. Now, a lot of people make resolutions, bucket lists, whatever you want to call them, but only 8% of New Year's resolutions survive the whole year. Only 8%. So those are not great odds for a lot of important goals. And if one of them for you is eating healthier, you can get a little help with what I'm about to tell you about. It's a new sponsor of the podcast called Kenco.
Kenco.
Now, Alan has really been trying to start each day with a nutritious shake.
Right? I have.
And if he wants to add fruit and stuff, there's the peeling, there's the dicing, there's the blending, there's the adding more sweetener, there's getting it just right. It's a long ordeal. Kenco makes seriously nutritious smoothies for seriously busy people. I don't have time for all that. That's what keeps me from drinking these delicious, healthy drinks because I don't have time or the patience to do it. And expensive store-bought smoothies, they're packed with sugar. They're like sugar calorie bombs. Fresh pressed juices, way less fiber. Kenco's breakfast smoothies are only made from organic whole fruits and vegetables, flash frozen and slow dried. So it locks in all the fiber and the nutrients. There's nothing added. There's no fiber taken out. And Kenco's smoothies are so easy to make. You don't even need a blender. You don't need a juicer. You don't even need a kitchen. You pour the Kenco packet into water or your favorite milk, or as Alan calls it, milk. Almond milk, regular milk, whatever. Shake it up and you that's it. It's done. Go to kenco.com. It's KENCKO, KENCKO.com. Take their quick nutrition quiz and fill your flexible monthly order with your choice of 15 functional flavors that match your goals and your tastes. Because not everybody, what you like won't be what Alan or I likes. Each Kenco smoothie costs less than $3, packs half the daily fruits and vegetables you need to reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and some cancers.
Start creating healthy habits right now. Go to kenco.com/sandwich. Pick out your flexible monthly plan, and the first 100 listeners will get 25% off your first order.
This is the hugest discount they're giving to anybody, our podcast.
That's kenco.com/sandwich and get 25% off, but only if you're one of the first 100. You love this show. We love you.
We do. We want you to be healthy.
So get this special deal, 25% off for the first 100 listeners at KENCKO.com/sandwich.
All right, everybody. Now buckle up for the big payoff from the last podcast.
Explain why we're doing this again.
So the Adventure Challenge, it's a scratch-off adventure book. It's got 50 challenges. I learned about this through my radio job. I do the Kid Craddock Morning Show, and I do ads for nationally syndicated for the Adventure Challenge.
Dime.
And which part of the dime? You just wanted to.
Well, you do ads.
I do. For the radio, I do.
Dime.
So anyway, the Adventure Challenge, they have one for couples, which, is good for, just adding a little pizzazz, a little, there's nothing more exciting than like mystery and adventure, right? But they also have a family adventure challenge and one for friends. So when you can start socializing with friends groups or church groups and things like that, or, Bible study groups or bunko, whatever you do, you could get the Adventure Challenge and make it a fun little activity to do together. So you scratch off the adventure. You get some hints, like for Alan and me, we were home. We had like an hour or two. We didn't have the kids. Let's scratch off an adventure. If we, wanted to go outside, you could scratch off something. It gives you hints. So the one we scratched off, basically, spoiler alert, somebody got mad that we spoiled it, what we were doing. She wasn't mad, but she said we should have said a spoiler alert. So here's the spoiler alert. I don't remember what it was. It was like the something poet. But anyway, we scratched it off. Alan and I had to each put 5 words in a hat on pieces of paper and draw them out at random. But in the order we drew them out, we had to either write a song, a poem, a rap, a short story or whatever, using those 5 words in order.
So giving me the words. They were.
Well, I have the piece of paper right here.
Come on, Evans. Well, no, they're right there. No, they're right here.
Oh, okay. Well, I have them right here too. There. Oh, okay. The first word was huge.
Huge.
And let me tell you, 4 out of 5 words were Alan's. Huge.
Huge.
Train.
Dancing.
Washboard. And rude. Okay, so those were the 5 words.
And we have to use those words in our song.
We decided to write a song.
In that order. Oh, yeah, we decided to write a song.
And we could use the words as many times as we want. We had to use them in that order.
And this would be a parody song.
Right. We're not going to make up a tune. So this is what we came up with.
Okay, are you ready to do this?
And this could be a total failure.
It's not.
Just know that we love you.
Why would you say it's
and we're going to give it our best? Because it could be.
No, it's not.
But I'm saying we love you all. Be. And this could have, this is supposed to bring us closer together. Look at him already yelling at me. Look at the adventure challenge is supposed to make us fall in love deeper, honey.
Not yelling. You hear me when I'm really yelling.
That's true. That's true. Some other couples might have decided to write a poem, but we decided to sing. Let's just see how it goes, shall we? We're going to share a mic here. Ready?
I need it first.
Oh.
You ready?
We're not fighting. We're in love.
Well, I'm laughing now.
My love for you is truly huge. If your name was Mo, I'd be your stooge. Instead, I call you my A-train. And through my tunnel of love, you come again. Dancing on your washboard abs makes my thoughts lewd. But I'll keep it clean, 'cause I'm never rude. Oh, I'm never rude.
But A-train's lewd. He's always lewd. When I see you, I get huge. Let's make a movie with a crew. They'll fluff me up and your chestnut mane. Through your tunnel of love, here comes a train.
Dancing on your washboard abs makes my thoughts lewd. But I keep it clean, 'cause I'm never rude. No, I'm never rude.
But A-train's lewd. He's always lewd.
Dancing on your washboard abs makes my thoughts lewd. But I keep it clean, 'cause I'm never rude. No, I'm never rude.
But A-train's lewd. He's always lewd.
Look how in love we are. Now, we'll say this. Usually when we do a song together, we fight a lot. But we didn't really fight a lot on this one.
I just gave up this time.
There you go. And that's why the adventure challenge for couples works.
But I did hear a few times that it was too high for you or something.
It is too high. You hear me cry?
You sang great.
I tried.
You sang great.
I did my best, honey.
That was awesome.
So there's your big payoff, everybody.
The name of that tune was called He's Always Lewd.
He's always lewd. Now, would I normally dance on his washboard abs?
That was co-written by Kellie, Rasberry, Evans, and...
washboard was one of the words.
Yeah, washboard was one of the words.
Yes, it was number 4.
It's kind of got some kind of lewd undertones.
Exactly, because you're always lewd.
You know, when Kellie first presented the first verse and it said, "And through my tunnel of love, you come again."
Yeah.
I didn't write that. You did.
Why are you busting?
I'm not busting.
We wrote it together.
I'm just saying
it was a collaboration.
It's not like I'm the only lewd one here.
It was a collaboration.
It was a collaboration. But anyway, there you go.
There you go.
All right, babe.
I don't know the next time we're going to pick and grin.
We might not pick it. We hadn't picked and grinned.
Might be a while.
Long time.
Gives you something to look forward to. That's why you just have to keep listening to the podcast, because you never know when I was going to whip out that guitar.
I'll whip it out. Just real quick. Vacation, Mexico. We've got details. You can go to kellyandalan.com/vacation.
We're so excited. So many people have already booked.
We've got a lot of people
booking. Very
booking.
excited.
So you want to get in there and check out the date, see if it works for you. It's an awesome deal this year. $750 per person, all inclusive, 4 nights.
Includes the transfer from the airport to the resort and back again.
And listen, guys, I'm not trying to make this about me.
That's not including airfare.
And I'm not trying to make this about me, but it is kind of about me. This will be my 50th birthday party, and I really want at least 50 people there. And I want them to sing happy birthday in the pool, the big pool where we're all going to be just out there drunker and Cooter Brown. And I want everyone to sing for He's a Jolly Good Fella.
Okay.
That's all I want.
We're going to make that happen.
That's all I want.
And if there aren't 50 with us, I'll gather the strangers around us. They would be happy to join.
And you're going to get
the Valentin Imperial, the nicest people vacation there.
Yes. Yes. And you'll be wearing your sandwich and some Lovin hat, and everyone's going to ask you like, "Hey, where'd you get the hat?"
Oh, they all want
Everybody wants a hat.
Because it's like, first of all, they don't know what it means. It's a
right.
piece of bread plus a heart. And they're like, "You like sandwiches? You like carbs? What does that mean?" Anyway, by the end of it, they're like, "Mrs. Sandwich, Mrs. Sandwich." It's fun.
It's like a little.
It's fun.
It's like a little club.
We are a club, and everybody wants to be in it, and you can be. And I'm so excited. People are already signing up. We had some people that were supposed to go with us in 2020. They just rolled it over. They're going to go with us in 21. Some people that went with us in 2019 that couldn't go in 2020. They're going to hopefully be able to go in 21. Come on, everybody. This is going to be a party, and we're going to have so much fun, and we want you to be there if you can. If you can. And we're not going to try to make you feel bad if you can't, but we will miss you.
No. Yeah. We welcome one and all, but understand it's also a big time commitment, but I'll be really sad if you don't come.
Yeah. But it's kellyandalan.com/vacation. And you can just go, you don't have to commit today, but that's how you can get information on it. And I think the first $100 deposit, they'd like to get it in by Valentine's Day, but we'll see.
I think that'd make a great gift too.
Yeah, it would.
Give your honey a Valentine's present, a card, and say, we're going to Mexico for July 4th week. It's $100 to put down the deposit by February 14th.
Yep.
Make a perfect gift.
Hope you can go with us.
All right, babe. Well, this is fun.
All right. Whew, I'm going to bed. Thank y'all for putting up with me. I know I was probably not my usual energetic self. You know how I usually am.
Love you desperately.
I love you too.
Love our listeners desperately. I love that song. That was pretty good. I think we did a good job. That's the second.
Thank the Lord.
That's the second song we've done using the Ring of Fire.
Yeah, let's put that one to bed.
No,
we don't want to keep using the same one.
Remember the one we sang a long time ago where George was on our ass about doing the video?
No, what?
No Facebook Live. No Facebook Live.
Oh.
Yeah, it was the same kind of bit, but it was George.
Yeah, we need to pick another tune. You'll have to learn something else.
Yeah.
I know you can do it, honey. You're that good.
Thank you. I am that good, but I'm sure we'll podcast again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich.
Bye. Is the heat on? I turned on the fan because it was so warm, and I feel like it's just blowing warm heat on me.
When I see you, I get huge. Let's make a movie with the crew. No, that's the, what was that yet? Which one makes purpose lose? But I'll keep it clean, 'cause I'm never rude. No, I'm never rude, but A-Train's lewd. He's always lewd. I see you get huge. When I see you, I get huge. Let's make a movie with a crew. They'll fluff me up in your chestnut mane. Through your tunnel of love, here comes a train. It's in your washboard and legs, my thoughts, but I'll keep it clean, 'cause I'm never rude. No, I'm never rude, but Kellie's lewd. She's always lewd. It's in your washboard abs makes my thoughts lewd, but I'll keep it clean, 'cause I'm never rude. No, I'm never rude, but Kellie's lewd. She's always lewd. Right, babe?
Always.
Lewd.
So we're going to call this podcast A Sandwich and Some. What?
Oh.
Help me out. People listening.
We need a podcast name, guys.
Please.
A sandwich and some hurtin'? A sandwich and... Oh, whoa.
What? Something about that.
Sin, yeah. Sin will... She'll throw one in there every once in a while. You're just like, whoa.
Whoa, Sin.
Yeah. A sandwich and some... A sinus and some anus cramp? A sandwich and some butt hurt?
You know, butt hurt is a nice way of saying it, right?
A sandwich and some tunnel of love? That was your line. A sandwich and some affliction? A sandwich and some anal affliction?
Oh, no.
A sandwich and some rectal affliction? A sandwich and some butt affliction? A sandwich and some rear end affliction? A sandwich and some butt pain? A sandwich and some T-pain? Oh. Lisa lewd. A sandwich and some pain in the butt. That's a good one.
All right. So.
Yeah. A sandwich and some pain in the butt. Perfect. Palm Momable. Naming credits on that. There you go.
So
a sandwich and that bow tie. Bow tie. That bow tie. I'll keep it clean, 'cause I'm never lewd. No, I'm never lewd, but Kellie's lewd. She's always lewd.
okay, so we did my butt. We did.
Can you do it in my butt?
You did. What did you do after that? You did a bit before we did the Darren Woodson thing. What'd you do before that? Oh, Kellie's claps back.
Yeah, sandwiches and 5 hockey bucks. Yeah. Hello, Mel. Mel's here.
Hi, Mel. Gosh, this is hurting my hand to type. Oh, that shot, y'all.
So he doesn't think that's carpal tunnel?
He's never said.
So he's
Has
just
to be,
he's
right?
just saying wear the cast a hole and gives you a shot. That's it.
Yeah, basically. And he said if this shot doesn't do it, it's a steroid shot, that I'll either have to have surgery or we'll consider surgery, or I'll just have to learn to live with it.
That's a bunch of bullshit.
But it hurts now worse because he gave me the shot. He said it's going to feel worse because I've been able to type without pain. Right now it's hurting.
I think that's a bunch of bullshit.
He's a wrist specialist.
Well, he is. Dr. Kevorkian was a doctor too. You need to go see.
This is a wrist specialist. I trust him. It's going to be fine. Dr. Allen. It hurts right now though, but he told me it would.
I went to
for a couple days.
I went to the doctor one time, guys, and I was having a foot problem. And I went to the doctor, and he looked at my foot, and this is a true story. And he said, "Oh, I think you have plantar fasciitis." And I'm like, what the hell is plantar fasciitis? So I started looking this up, and he said I might have to wear a soft boot and all this bullshit. Well, I went home, and I was just thinking about it. And I start looking at my foot, and I'm like, well, hot damn, I had a metal splinter in my arch, and the doctor never even saw it. He looked at my foot and felt it, never even saw that I had a metal splinter in my arch. But he diagnosed me with plantar fasciitis.
Sometimes doctors get it wrong.
Quack, quack.
Anybody have any idea what my pain is? I've Googled it before. I just forgotten.
I'm never lewd. No, I'm never lewd. Adrian's lewd. And Kellie's lewd. All right, guys. Oh, too many sake bombs. Yeah.
My husband.
Wow, that got snow in Mississippi. How about that? Who's winning the game? Does anybody know what the score is? Yeah, I guess I can turn it on.
Almost done.
Get it, babe. All right, guys. Well,
thank y'all for hanging out with us.
I got to do a little upload.
Show them how tiny that thing is you have to keep track of every week. I don't know how you haven't lost it. It's crazy in this office.
What, my disc? It's not that hard.
I can't. I thought it was broken. It looks like a broken.
Here's what the podcast is on.
But like, I don't even think you can see in perspective just how small that is.
Here's my hand. I don't know if you can see.
If you flip it over, it looks like it's like a broken little chip. And I almost, thankfully I didn't. I was like, I almost threw it away one day. It looked like a broken chip.
Of course I have big hands. See? I got to upload this to stop talk. Yeah, hello, hand. Yeah, good call. Hello, hand. I've been practicing hello, hand. I told Kellie the whole story the other day, and she just shook her head, just kind of. She didn't laugh. She didn't.
Because I've heard it 5 million times.
She said, "Are you really going to say that?" And I said, "Well, it's part of the story." Yeah. Just do me a favor. Anytime in your own personal life, if you hear somebody say the word hand, just always say, hello, hand. It's a good way to be tied to the podcast. Hello, hand. Billy. Amy said, hello, hand. Jana said, hello, hand. Unbelievable. Hello, Breezilla Polanco.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, anything else you got, babe?
No, I'm good. Thank y'all.
All right. Well, I'm going to do a little uploadage here, guys, so you have something to listen to tomorrow. And we will see you very soon. We'll see you on Wednesday, right? Wednesday. Okay. See you soon. See you on the social medias.